Ruthless workplace warfare with a narcissist. That's the title of this video. We know that a narcissist is a selfish, self-absorbed, egocentric, egotistic individual. They only take. They don't give. A narcissist is all about me, I. A narcissist's main mission is to punish you, to control you, to crush you, to destroy you, to use you, then discard you. They want to control everything about you, how you breathe, how you talk, how you even smell. Now, a narcissist lacks empathy, a bully, and is an arrogant, boastful creature. They only focus on their own needs. They only focus on themselves. Now, the ruthless mindset of a narcissist is to deal with that. To have that mindset, you need to think like a general, not a martyr. So let me give you a story of the general versus the tyrant. Maya stopped being the always-on fixer and started treating the job like a campaign. She mapped the organization chart, identified key allies, and scheduled check-ins with stakeholders. When the narcissist tried to steamroll a decision, she had pre-lined up supporters and data. The narcissist's public blow-ups became quiet, impotent, hissy fits because Maya had a fortress around her. Now, assume motive. Expect the narcissist to act in their self-interest first. Protect first, then please later. Use structure, calendar, documents, stakeholders as weapons, and your calmness is your intimidation. The evidence fortress is aggressive documentation. You already documented, now build a fortress. Make it undeniable. What you need to gather aggressively is emails, chat logs, calendar invites, meeting notes, timestamp everything. Record where legally allowed or take contemporaneous written summaries of conversations. That is, includes date, time, place, words said, and even witnesses. Performance metrics tied to projects that can be independently verified, such as sales numbers, deliverables, and have copies of policies, organization rules, and relevant contracts, and save human resource policies showing expected manager behavior. Have witness statements quietly collected, colleagues who agree to confirm facts if asked. So create a folder on your personal device if allowed. Use a folder per month with descriptive file names. Maintain a running chronological log file, a one-page timeline of incidents, short factual bullet points. Keep a backup offline or in a private cloud account. Now, a story relating to this is the audit file. Ethan built a management file. He saved every directive, every timeline, and a short summary after every meeting. When his boss claimed Ethan missed a milestone, Ethan walked HR through the file. The boss couldn't improvise a version of reality. Facts beat theatrics. Also, have tactical scripts, what to say, word for word. Narcissists thrive on emotional chaos and off-the-cuff fights. So use scripts to stay calm and steer the exchange. When boss interrupts and takes credit, you say, thanks for presenting that today. To clarify, I prepared the deck and the analytics. I've attached the original draft emailed on that date. Happy to coordinate the next steps. When threatened or screamed at in public, you can say, I'll continue this conversation when we can speak privately. I'm documenting what you said so that we can address the issue constructively. Then do so. Document immediately. When asked to do something outside scope without support, you can say, I can do that. To deliver it well, you'll say, I'll need XYZ. Or you can say, I'll need a resource, I'll need time, I'll need support. If we can't get that, then I'll need you to prioritize which tasks I should deprioritize. When guilt-tripped with manipulation, you can say, I understand this is important to you. Here is what I can do under current constraints. Then list the options. Which would you prefer? Then force them to pick. Narcissists hate losing control, so they'll choose something you can manage, refer back to. So when you address these issues, keep your tone dry, professional and slow. And again, be aware of the visibility play. Be seen by the right people loudly and often, because narcissists will try to control narratives privately. Counter with public and enable visibility. Copy stakeholders on completed work. You CC the director or cross-functional leads. Send short weekly status emails to your manager and the next level up, summarizing wins and blockers. Present in meetings regularly. Calmly ask for 2 or 3 minutes to show outcomes or progress. Host quick demos with metrics. A 5-minute demo with numbers is hard to steal. Now, a story that relates to this is the morning memo. Nadia started sending on Monday, what I accomplished last week, what I will do this week, emails to her boss and the team. So Nadia would send every Monday what they accomplished last week and what they would do this week. Emails to their boss and the team. Her boss's attempts to take credit evaporated because the record showed who did what, and other leaders read it every Monday. Now, there's also the two-pronged attack, advance and contain. So run 2 parallel strategies. You build influence upwards and sideways. Get cross-functional allies to back your initiatives. Find one senior sponsor who values results. Offer short wins that make you and your sponsor look good. And also neutralize the narcissist damage. Intercept misinformation quickly with facts. If the boss attacks someone, privately check in with that person and document what happened. Use policies to block unreasonable demands. For example, overtime without prior approval. Because if you only contain, you become reactive. If you only advance, the boss sabotages you. So do both. And also use the HR playbook, how to escalate ruthlessly and win. HR can be complacent, but a well-prepared, calm, evidence-backed approach is compelling. So the steps here, you need to calmly and factually send an email to HR requesting a meeting and say, I'd like to discuss repeated management concerns affecting my work environment. I have documentation and would like guidance. Keep it short and professional. In the meeting, present a short timeline, 1 page, attach supporting documents, and ask for specific remedies. For example, you can say, I request a mediated meeting with my manager present, or I request reassignment of certain projects. Then follow up, email, recap of the meeting with agreed next steps and timelines. Keep everything in writing. If HR stalls, escalate to the next level. Or use formal complaint processes outlined in policy. Keep copies of every HR interaction. Now, the story that relates to this is about the formal complaint that swayed. Jamal presented HR with a 3-page timeline, 10 supporting emails, and 2 colleague statements. HR could not ignore the attack. They stuck. They opened an investigation and assigned a mediator. The narcissist pattern was exposed internally. Changes followed. Narcissists will try to paint you as difficult, so make counter evidence impossible. How do you do that? Collect short testimonials after a successful project. Ask teammates or stakeholders for a quick thanks. X did a great job on Y message. Even if it's a Slack emoji and sentence, that is fine. Build external visibility. Speak at conferences. Write short LinkedIn posts showcasing work if that is safe. And maintain professional performance records. Save positive performance reviews. Client commendations. Now, you can send a script request testimonial such as, you can say, hi, I'm John. I appreciated working with you on this project. If you have a sentence I can keep for my records about our collaboration, it will be helpful. Then you say thanks. Again, narcissists respond to benefits to themselves. They frame everything as their win. For instance, you can say, want headcount or budget, pitch it as, this will make your unit the leading revenue next quarter. You want time and respect, then you can say, if we implement these 3 things, then your team's output will look consistently strong in leadership reviews. Now, The Ruthless twist here is if they refuse reasonable requests and jeopardize deliverables, document the refusal and its consequences. When the project fails, the record shows the cause. Now, if the narcissist's behavior is damaging the company or crossing legal lines, public escalation is warranted. Then this is risky. Do it only with evidence and allies. So, when to consider this when there is illegal conduct, stop and consult legal counsel. When it's repeated, then document actions that harm the business. And when HR has been involved and failed to act. Now, how do you do this? Compile the dossier, the timeline, the emails, the metrics, the witness statements, the HR notes. Quietly identify executive sponsors and request an investigation formally. Now, this is high stake. Only proceed if you can live with all outcomes. That is the job loss, an investigation. But sometimes this is the only way to stop a predator who threatens others. And then, now there's the quiet exit. Live on your terms. Ruthless but clean. Sometimes the most ruthless move is to quietly leave when the cost outweighs the win. So an exit plan blueprint is line up a new job before telling anyone. Don't burn bridges publicly. Time your resignation around deliverables so you leave them in a strong position. If you want to protect references, draft a short, factual resignation email. No drama, no accusations. Take references from allies before you go. Ask prior to giving notice. Now, when to talk to a lawyer, if you face discrimination, retaliation, or serious harassment, consult legal help. You can say you are being singled out for protected characteristics, for instance, sex or religion or even race. You can say manager coerces you into illegal acts. You can say there is explicit threats or retaliation after reporting. Everything before you speak to a lawyer, document that. Many lawyers offer initial consults. So in some places you can even get free or low-cost advice via legal aid or employment hotlines. Now, also think of psychological warfare, that is counter-manipulation techniques. Now, these are the psychological but ethical moves targeted at a narcissist's predictable weaknesses. The techniques include the gray rock, become emotionally uninteresting, the narcissist lose interest. Future focus, when attacked, ask for a follow-up meeting to discuss specifics. Let's schedule time Thursday to review this with data. This delays their theatrics and moves to evidence-based terrain. Restate decisions and responsibilities in writing after meetings. Power conversation, I'm responsible for A, by Friday you'll handle B. This forces clarity and accountability. You can also mirror and direct, rephrase their complaint in neutral language and propose a solution. For example, you can say you're concerned about timeliness. Here's a plan to reduce delay. Well. The Ruthless turnaround. Let me give you a story. The reclamation. Sam's narcissist boss publicly humiliated him, then rewrote credit. Sam built the fortress. Weekly emails, seeing stakeholders, a dossier of emails, 2 colleague testimonials, and a calm HR complaint. He paired that with a cross-department presentation showing measurable results. Executives noticed. The boss lost credibility. Sam got a promotion. When Sam left 2 years later, he negotiated an exit with a strong reference, not a word wasted on emotional spectacle. So the takeaway here is to be ruthless, to be disciplined, to have facts, that is leverage. So don't become the thing you hate. Being ruthless doesn't mean losing your soul. Keep this in mind. Stay factual and professional. Avoid personal attacks, rumors, or manipulation of others. Use power to protect others when you can. Remember, your goal is safety, dignity, and career progress, not vengeance. So, the final checklist, your Ruthless launch sequence. Build the evidence fortress. Number 1, build the evidence fortress. That's the emails, the timeline, the witness notes. Start visibility play, weekly public status, demos. Number 3, use tactical scripts for every confrontation. Number 4, line up allies and 1 senior sponsor. Number 5, engage human resource with a dossier if abuse continues. Number 6, prepare your exit plan quietly. Consult legal counsel if discrimination or illegal behavior is in place. That's number 7. And number 8, execute calmly. Document each step. Thank you for watching this video. Knowledge is power. I hope you've learned something. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so.